Hi y'all, my name is Ashley and this is my TTC and hopefully pregnancy vlog. Since it's my first video, I kind of wanted to just introduce myself and let you know quickly why I decided to do these vlogs, and then I'll get right into where I am with TTC at the moment. So to start off, I was diagnosed with PCOS about 1.5 years ago. I had gotten off birth control and my cycles kept getting longer and longer. I began tracking my periods with an app and tracking my temp in the mornings, and finally went to my OB when I got to about cycle day 65. He diagnosed me with PCOS right away, looked at my charts and said, yep, that's exactly right. I have a family history of it as well. And I was just crushed. My partner and I had been talking about trying to have kids here soon, but weren't quite ready at the moment, and suddenly I thought I was never going to be able to have them. And then I, of course, went home and got online and did a ton of research, and I found a lot of message boards for TTC and fertility, but I also found YouTube videos, and I really enjoyed watching some of them. I binged watched vloggers like Someday Mama and Tugs at Your Heart and IVF Mama Vlogs and so many more. And just hearing these women talk about their experience and share their stories really made me believe like I could actually have a baby of my own someday. So when we did begin our own journey, I wanted to make videos of my own that will hopefully maybe help someone looking for answers like I was. We aren't telling that many people about our TTC journey at the beginning for personal reasons. So I also thought that if we do ever get our positive pregnancy test, that this will be a fun little way to look back on the journey and what we went through to get there. So on to where we are now. My OB put me on Provera to start a cycle when I had that 65-day cycle. And then he put me on birth control pills for about 6 months to regulate so that I could get closer to a 28 to 30-day cycle like you're supposed to have. He also put me on 1,500 milligrams a day of metformin, which was awful. I absolutely hate metformin. It gives me the worst digestive issues. We'll leave it at that. And is horrible, but if it helps, I'm willing to put up with it. It's supposed to actually help with some of the PCOS symptoms like the insulin resistance. So hopefully that should help maintain my weight and do a couple of other little things for me as well as helping me to conceive. I was then prescribed Clomid, 50 milligram pills, and he wanted me to start taking them days 5 through 9. Well, I somehow goofed on my pregnancy app and put in my spotting for 2 days as my first 2 period days. So when I thought I was starting it on days 5 through 9, I actually started on days 3 through 7. It actually seemed to work for me, and I'll kind of get into that a little later. I was definitely looking for some symptoms when I first started taking the pills, and surprisingly, I didn't have any. I really thought that I was going to get the horrible symptoms that you read about and all these people making memes about. I'm sorry for what I said to you when I was on Clomid. But I didn't get any of those when I was taking the pills, so I thought I was in the clear. I was wrong. After I finished taking the pills, the hot flashes started. And they were pretty bad. I'd wake up in the middle of the night absolutely soaked. I didn't know that Clomid could give you symptoms even after you finish the pills. And I was perhaps a little more moody than normal, but it wasn't necessarily in a bad way. I was like really happy and teared up at stupid videos. I was doing the internet cheapy OPKs and never got a really strong positive, so I was really confused, didn't know if I had actually ovulated. However, according to my temp chart, it looks like I did ovulate. So, yay. And I'll put a pic here so that you can kind of see what my BBT chart looked like for the first month when I was on Clomid. Because I'm doing unmonitored cycles, I just kind of had to guess. According to my temp chart, it looks like I ovulated around cycle day 22, which is late, but at least I ovulated. So I continued doing the OPKs even after I thought maybe I had ovulated, because I never actually got a really strong positive on them. Whether that's because they were the little internet cheapies or whether I didn't actually ovulate, I'll probably never know, since I am unmonitored at this point. But it seemed to maybe indicate that I had ovulated. I had some other signs, like checking cervical mucus and all that kind of fun stuff, that seemed to point to the fact that I actually did ovulate. So that's where we're going with for now. I didn't end up getting pregnant on round 1. I took my first pill of round 2 this morning. We're still on 50 milligrams. My doc doesn't want to up me to the 100 milligrams or 150 until we've done at least 3 months on the 50 milligrams. So I took my first pill this morning, and I will keep you updated on how the cycle goes for me. We're also definitely trying to be more health conscientious, so we've started working out, and my poor man is eating every healthy Pinterest recipe that I cook for him. Bless his little heart. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them, keeping in mind that I'm not a doctor and all I can give you is what I've experienced on these things. Fingers crossed, and good luck to everybody, and thank you for watching.